It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey there, good morning to you on Thursday. We are closer to the Super Bowl than we have been before. So let's do some news, and we'll get to Friday maybe.
Okay. A man from Springfield is accused of sending threats to U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents. The 51-year-old is charged in federal court with sending emails and calling ICE offices in Pennsylvania and California, calling agents, quote, the enemy who needs to be eliminated, saying agents need to be shot in the head, and talking about assassinating President Trump. He is currently the man being held in the Greene County jail.
Wow. Some maintenance workers walked the picket line at the gates of Fort Leonard Wood. Members of IBEW Local 453 want pay increases. About 90% of the 150 members rejected a deal last month. The Army said the strike may have an impact on some non-emergency preventive maintenance at Fort Leonard Wood. So there is that. And the unemployment rate in the Springfield area dropped in the month of December. It was 2.7% in December. That is down from 2.9% in November. The area included in Springfield's number is Greene County, Christian County, Webster, Polk, and Dallas counties. For the statewide, Missouri's unemployment rate, just so you know, also dropped to 3.2% in December. That was down from 3.3% in November.
All right, heading in the right direction. Springfield City Utilities can now text customers to let them know about major issues like water main breaks, which we had fairly recently, or widespread power outages. Some customers already have gotten a text from CU. It's not a scam. They now have that ability to let you know what's going on. If you didn't get a text, you can update your information on their list. If you're a customer, go to City Utilities website and look under the My Account feature. It's official. President Trump signed an executive order that bans biological males from competing in female sports. It also includes an order declaring that the U.S. will only recognize a person's gender assigned at birth. The mandates require immediate enforcement for schools and athletic associations. The White House says the NCAA must comply, and if universities don't, schools would lose federal funding and face legal action. For its part, the NCAA said last night that they feel like this sets a clear national standard and that they will get everything in order and comply in the coming days. Mexican restaurant Los Cabos has been sitting vacant for a couple years. It's on National and Highway 60 right there. When it closed, the plan was initially to build several story tall office building, but that was scratched not too long ago. And now that prime spot is becoming Arlo Bank. The new bank will go in soon. Demolition starts on the former Mexican food restaurant to make way for Arlo. Construction of the bank should be wrapped up by the end of this year.
We loved that restaurant too, didn't we? We loved to go there. It was good.
I know. I really like the food. I was actually surprised that it went out of business because it seemed to me
it didn't.
Busy enough.
The landlord sold out from underneath them and told them they had to leave.
Oh,
remember? That's how that happened. Yeah, they seemed to be doing well, and that's a good location for, I guess, anything, a bank, but it seemed like a good location for a restaurant. But there's also that Italian place that was right across
Zio's
National. Yeah, Zio's that's still sitting there.
I saw the sign for Zio's yesterday, actually, while I was driving, and thought about, oh yeah. That used to be there.
Well, it's still a vacant building on a pretty good lot. You cut down the trees along the highway, you can even see it from 60 there. So I'm surprised. I'm surprised that nothing has gone in there. Or I heard there may be some problems with that building that they may need to knock it down and start over. But I don't know. It seems like a good location though. All right. You have talking about the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. You've heard the term three-peat before because certainly the Chiefs are trying to three-peat this weekend by winning their third straight championship, which would be unbelievable. But do you know who gets paid each time that term is used on like TV or sweatshirts and stuff?
I actually do. So you tell them.
Did you know it before?
I learned it yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Okay. All right. So I'm a day late. But other people may not know. It's former Los Angeles Lakers coach, current NBA executive, Pat Riley. You know Pat Riley, slick back hair in the 80s. He was with the Lakers.
I do. Yeah.
Those were good times in basketball. He trademarked that term back in the late 80s, I think 88 or 89, when the Lakers, it must have been 89, when the Lakers were trying unsuccessfully to win back-to-back-to-back NBA championships. So, of course, he's rooting for the Chiefs this weekend.
Yeah.
He will get paid if they win. And I looked up the term on Wikipedia, and this interested me. I'll pass it along to you because I found out that the earliest published use of the term was back in 1989 in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. A high school senior from the Illinois side of St. Louis, across the river where I'm from, wrote that the Lincoln Tigers were wanting to three-peat. Lincoln Tigers being the East St. Louis Lincoln Tigers. And I was in high school at that time, and our conference had East St. Louis in it. Lincoln was another big high school that we would play in basketball often. They were very, very good for the years I was in high school. They went on to actually win and get a three-peat championship in the state of Illinois against Chicago schools, which is not an easy thing to do. But trivia question, do you know which well-known current Springfieldian, hasn't always been a Springfieldian, but he is, again, a current Springfieldian, was a player on that East St. Louis Lincoln team that three-peated in Illinois?
I got nothing.
Nothing?
Well, I mean, I don't have any base of knowledge to pull from. So it's not even like I forgot. Like, I don't know.
All right. People need to get to work. So I'm going to tell you. It's Missouri State basketball coach, Conzo Martin.
Well, how
yes,
about that?
That's true. He was an all-state.
I should have guessed that because I know his name. And I think you told me a long time ago that
I've told you about him before. Yeah. He was in, he played against my high school a couple of times, beat my high school. But a couple of years during that stretch, Collinsville was able to beat East St. Louis Lincoln, which was crazy because they won a state championship 3 years in a row. Conzo was all-state, and the year prior to, I think we're the same age, Conzo and my senior year, LaFonso Ellis was also on the team. He was an All-American, ended up going to Notre Dame and playing in the NBA. So the talent at East St. Louis Lincoln was insane. It was fun to watch basketball during those years. And I was shocked that the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, referring to the Lincoln Tigers, was the first place that three-peat was ever published.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
The more you know, folks.
The more you know. Now you know. You can get on with your Thursday.
Okay. Finally, we want to remind you of our contest happening right now at aroundtheozarks.com. Just click on contest, and there you will see a jar of conversation hearts for your sweetheart for Valentine's Day, which is upcoming. We will announce the winner on February 10th. Just go to the website, type in your name and how many hearts you think are in that jar. I'm going to show you a quick picture. This is my friend Grace. She's holding it up so you can get a good look at it. And then this is it by her hand, because everything is in better proportion when you see it next to somebody's hand, kind of like you're looking at a ball of hail, from a storm. Got to see how big it is. There you go. There is the heart jar. Let us know how many hearts you think, and the closest number to the real number will win a pretty nice prize. You will get a $150 gift certificate from the Flower Merchant and $75 to Civil Kitchen, perfectly in time for Valentine's Day. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Make sure you enter to win.
Yes, let's do that. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Yep.
Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by John's Heating and Air, Command Family Medicine, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday. It is February 6th, and we're waking up with rather warm temperatures for a morning in early February in the Ozarks. Numbers are in the upper 40s this morning, and they will continue to rise. We've got numbers near 60 degrees in Springfield today. Yesterday was dreary, wasn't it? We had a big range in temperatures thanks to a frontal boundary that is still draped across our area. And it resulted in just that drizzle, cloud cover, cold temperatures all day. Today, we'll at least get some sunshine, but there may be some visibilities out there that are reduced early on. So take it slow this morning. You might want to plan just a little bit of extra time for some fog, maybe some drizzle still falling out of the low clouds as well. The trend today, however, will be for the sunshine to take over. So it doesn't stay cloudy and dreary all day, even though that's how the morning is starting for many places. We continue to see this stationary boundary across the Ozarks, and as a result, it will mean a big range in temperatures today. I think highs in Springfield will be right at 60 degrees. It'll be colder, though, in the low 50s up in our northern counties, closer to central Missouri. Numbers pushing 70 down in southern counties and portions of northern Arkansas. So a big range in the numbers, and those of you that get the warmer air combined with the sunshine, well, you're going to have conditions that are feeling quite nice this afternoon. We will keep this large range in temperatures really through the remainder of the work week forecast. I don't have any big dips in the forecast in terms of temperature until we get to the early part of next week. Now, next week's forecast is looking like a bit of an interesting setup. The way things play out here is that today and tomorrow we'll have a big range in temperatures and for the most part, dry skies in the Ozarks. I think we're still dry on Saturday. Late on Sunday, we may see precip re-enter our forecast, and models are indicating that there may be some wintry weather ahead for much of the Midwest next week. Now, solutions are still kind of all over the place. They've been flip-flopping back and forth each and every day. But my message to you this morning is that there could be some wintry weather in the Ozarks as early as Sunday night and Monday of next week, but potentially carrying through Tuesday and even Wednesday of next work week too. So I'm watching that. Of course, the temperature profile is going to be very important because that will determine whether we get rain showers or some of the wintry weather as we head into next week. So stay tuned for that. I'll have an update again for you tomorrow. And of course, be tracking this through the weekend. Numbers today near 60 for us in Springfield, but closer to 65 down in Harrison. Rain will be diminishing through the day. The sunshine will take over. Tomorrow, we have an opportunity for some scattered showers. I don't think it's a whole lot, but it will be breezy tomorrow with highs in the 50s. It'll feel on the cool side of average. And then numbers start to move in as we head into the weekend and get back up into the 70s potentially. Highest rain chances this weekend are going to be in some of our eastern counties, and then we'll hold on to a few showers for southern portions of Missouri as we move into Sunday with the potential for some wintry weather in the area next week. Now, will it be rain, freezing rain, sleet, or snow? All of that TBD as we head into next week's forecast. I just wanted to tell you about it early, give you several days to prepare. If you got something next week, make sure you pay close attention to the forecast here in the coming days. Around the country, there's a lot making headlines. We have this storm system bringing light snow, sleet, and freezing rain for parts of the Ohio River Valley. That happens today. Also, record highs still happening for much of the South this week. That's going to be something that kind of stays in the forecast through the remainder of the work week. A little heat wave for the South. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for the day. And the question yesterday, animal question: how do snow monkeys stay warm in the winter? And the options that I gave you were A, by huddling together at all hours, B, by soaking in natural hot springs, C, by wearing the fur of other animals, or D, by burrowing underground. As ridiculous as it sounds, this is actually a sight to see, and folks pay to do this. They pay to go to Japan and observe snow monkeys in their natural habitat, staying warm by B, soaking in natural hot springs. It's so fascinating. And if you look this up and see some of the video, it's hysterical. I mean, they just full on kick back, relax like they're in the hot tub. There is a national park in Japan where you can go observe the snow monkeys from December through March. They do this to stay warm. They find a natural hot spring, they kick back, warm up, and then they get on their way. So congrats. If B, soaking in natural hot springs was your guess, kind of hysterical that these monkeys have learned to do that. Here's the question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. The Dutch believe that eating what on New Year's will bring good luck? Do you think it is A, black-eyed peas, B, donuts, C, fish, or D, pomegranate? What do you think those Dutch eat on New Year's for good luck? Let me know your guess. You can do that at aroundtheozarks.com. Thank you so much for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather this morning. And thanks to our sponsors, John's Heating and Air, Command Family Medicine, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. I sure appreciate you. And I will be back to chat with you first thing tomorrow morning. Have a good one.